Hello, writers. Welcome to another weekly write-along. Sorry I'm a minute or two late. Hangouts insisted that I update Chrome before I could do anything else. And I'm also sorry that I missed last week. My poor aunt managed to hit herself with a coat hanger trying to get a turtleneck off the hanger, and I had to go to the ER to visit her, and unfortunately she's still it's still not certain whether she's going to need an operation or not, so fingers crossed she'll be all right. But yeah, so welcome to this ride along. We're going to be doing a 5-minute free write session just to warm up, and then we're going to have a word sprint of about 15 minutes, and I have a prompt for you which you can use or not use as you wish. But to start off, I have an excerpt from the famous essay you've probably all read, Why I Write by George Orwell, and I thought I could just read it, and you could use it to maybe influence what you write today. I want to say I'm really fascinated to know whether you also do this, this thing that Orwell describes. So I would be really interested in knowing. So leave me a comment on YouTube or tweet me at Eva Deverell to let me know what you do, because I really, really want to know if George Orwell and I are the only ones. I'm sure we're not. So here we go. From Why I Write by George Orwell. But side by side with all this, for 15 years or more, I was carrying out a literary exercise of a quite different kind. This was the making up of a continuous story about myself, a sort of diary existing only in the mind. I believe this is a common habit of children and adolescents. As a very small child, I used to imagine that I was, say, Robin Hood, and picture myself as the hero of thrilling adventures. But quite soon my story ceased to be narcissistic in a crude way, and became more and more a mere description of what I was doing and the things I saw. For minutes at a time this kind of thing would be running through my head. He pushed the door open and entered the room. A yellow beam of sunlight, filtering through the muslin curtains, slanted on a table, where a matchbox, half open, lay beside the inkpot. With his right hand in his pocket, he moved across to the window. Down in the street, a tortoiseshell cat was chasing a dead leaf, etc., etc. This habit continued until I was about 25, right through my non-literary years. Although I had to search, and did search, for the right words, I seemed to be making this descriptive effort almost against my will, under a kind of compulsion from outside. The story must, I suppose, have reflected the styles of the various writers I admired at different ages, but so far as I remember, it always had the same meticulous descriptive quality. So I thought that was an interesting description of what I assume is a quite common phenomenon. I certainly do it and have done it for as long as I can remember. But let's go on to our free write. And I'm going to set my timer for 5 minutes. And this is just to warm up, to get things off our mind for the longer word sprint in just a few minutes. So let's get ready and go. that's our time up for the free write. I hope you thought up some interesting things maybe to use in the next word sprint. And this is the writing prompt I came up with, and it's inspired by a famous writing exercise by John Gardner, I believe. But this is my version of it. Describe your morning routine from the point of view of someone who has recently suffered a loss. So you might try and describe the routine without specifically stating that it's from the point of view of someone who suffered a loss or what kind of loss that was. But take it or leave it, that's the writing prompt for today. And we're going to be going for 15 minutes, so get ready, set, and let's go. That's the timer. That's our 15 minutes up. How did you do? Let me know how many words you got. I don't think I got very many this time. Let's see. 445. So let me know. I'm at Eva Deverell on Twitter, or you can leave me a comment on YouTube or anywhere else you find me. But I will be here next week, I hope, unless there are some extenuating circumstances, for another write-along. But in the meantime, keep writing, and I will see you soon. Bye.